Few things have done more to corrupt the moral and ideological foundations of society than jazz. This so-called music is nothing but the degenerate wailing of bourgeois interlopers, the auditory equivalent of chaos and decadence. Jazz is not merely bad, it is actively harmful, the work of both Satan and the counter-revolutionary forces of Trotskyite anarcho-fascists. Where true communist music, such as the symphonies of Gustav Mahler or the structured compositions of Shostakovich, embraces order, discipline, and harmony. Jazz revels in relativism, dissonance, and perversion. It is a force that must be resisted at every turn. The satanic roots of jazz. The diabolical influence of jazz cannot be ignored. Karl Marx himself recognized the Judeo-Christian tradition as the heart of a heartless world, an acknowledgement of its historical role in guiding the oppressed toward a higher purpose. Jazz musicians, however, have openly rejected this tradition, embracing chaos, hedonism, and outright devil worship. One of the most infamous figures in this depraved lineage is Robert Johnson, a bluesman whose influence looms over jazz like a shadow. Johnson is notorious for allegedly selling his soul to the devil in exchange for musical ability, an origin story that should immediately disqualify jazz and its offshoots from being considered legitimate art. What some misguided souls call music in Johnson's work is in reality nothing more than an atonal assault on the senses, cacophonous sadism meant to degrade and corrupt. But Johnson is far from the only jazz figure tainted by satanic influence. Consider John Coltrane, whose later works abandoned all form and coherence in pursuit of so-called spiritual enlightenment, leading to wild, discordant improvisations that embody nothing but nihilism. Or take Sun Ra, who openly proclaimed himself to be an extraterrestrial being, further demonstrating the complete detachment from reality that jazz fosters. Even Miles Davis, often upheld as a genius, reveled in the egotism and excesses of the bourgeois world, shunning structure in favor of self-indulgent noise. Jazz is an instrument of bourgeois decadence. Jazz is more than just satanic. It is inherently counter-revolutionary. Communist music, such as that championed by Prokofiev and Shostakovich, promotes social harmony and collective struggle. Jazz, on the other hand, is fragmented, self-indulgent, and devoid of purpose. It does not build, it tears down. It does not unify, it isolates. It is no coincidence that jazz first emerged from the cabarets and speakeasies of the West, places of debauchery and bourgeois indulgence. Every time jazz infiltrates a society, it signals the creeping influence of the ruling class. In the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin wisely recognized this and suppressed jazz in favor of strong, disciplined, and uplifting compositions that promoted the ideals of communism. The same should be done everywhere that jazz threatens to take root. A world built on solidarity and progress has no room for the anarchic squawking of saxophones and the mindless pounding of pianos played without restraint. Conclusion: jazz is not merely a bad genre. It is an active and insidious force working against the principles of communism. It is satanic, anti-harmonic, and a tool of the bourgeoisie, designed to fracture and degrade society. To build a truly just and ordered world, we must follow the example of Stalin and other visionaries who understood that music should uplift the collective spirit, not indulge in chaos. Jazz must be rejected, suppressed, and ultimately eradicated. Only then can the workers' revolution march forward in unison, free from the atonal poison that seeks to undermine it.